I never cease to be amazed by the wonderful esoteric collections still waiting to be uncovered, like this one that we discovered just a few weeks ago.
Do you remember Teresa Brewer singing, "Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon"? Well, I want you to meet Joe Bloodgood, who sells, services, and collects jukeboxes. This is amazing, Joe. I have to ask you, how did it all start?
When I was a young child, I was fascinated with the vertical play. I thought it's got to be magic. And then when I saw this mechanism in the later 50s, I thought, wow, I got to find out how they do that.
Those fingers in my hair.
And I just loved jukeboxes. And finally, my parents bought me one like this when I graduated from Delaney High School in 1966.
Well, they bought you one, so what'd you do with it? I mean, did you have kids over to play it? No, what'd you do?
I used to have parties all the time, and they loved it. It was a whole new concept. And then I sold it. Then I bought 2 machines that needed repair. And I ordered some service manuals from Wurlitzer, and then a year later they hired me at the Wurlitzer distributor in Baltimore.
And you love these jukeboxes, don't you? I mean, I can tell you love them.
I was like a kid in a candy store.
Tell me about this one that we're standing in front of.
Okay, this was the first year for stereo, which was a big thing when it came out in 1959. And you just walk up and hit a couple of buttons. And the gratification of pushing the buttons and seeing the mechanism change the records, I mean, it was quite a performance.
Oh, memories. I mean, is there anybody watching who didn't love going to a drive-in or going to a diner or going to any place and there was the jukebox? You had your favorites? I love it.
Oh, I know. And back then it was a nickel. They always put the finest sound systems in the jukebox because that's what enticed the customer to stand up, walk over, and put a dime in the machine. It sounded better than something they had at home.
Let me ask you something. At a certain time, about how many of them were around in Baltimore, for instance? There must have been hundreds.
There was thousands and thousands. And because jukeboxes were so big, every bar wanted one.
Oh, they all had them.
They all had a Wurlitzer jukebox besides those wonderful dime hamburgers.
Joe, tell me about this one. What's special?
Oh, this is very special. This was the first exclusive 45 RPM jukebox made by Seeburg.
And when would that have been?
1951.
Okay.
And it was actually RCA and Seeburg who pioneered the 45. A lot of people don't know that.
So this is where you do all the work, huh?
Yep. I tear them apart, put them back together, I paint them, do all the cabinet work, replace parts.
Are there some things that last forever in these jukeboxes?
Yeah, they're really well engineered. They were way ahead of their time. In fact, Seeburg, their memory unit back in the mid-50s was a forerunner to a modern computer. It stored memory without any moving part.
The techies, the young techies, I hope they're listening right now about all that.
And Seeburg was the first to use transistors in their jukeboxes, long before any home units did.
Well, it is just amazing, and I don't guess there are too many people like you.
Yes, they call me the jukebox man.